Two men stepped too close. They were priests, sons of Aaron, raised for holy service, and within moments, they were dead. No enemy struck them, no blade pierced their skin. They simply brought fire into the presence of God, on their own terms, and fire came out from before the Lord. The camp fell silent, because the God who split the sea now lived among them. Egypt was gone. Pharaoh was gone. The chains were broken, but freedom had led them somewhere far more dangerous. God was no longer distant on a mountain wrapped in thunder. He was dwelling in a tent at the center of their camp. Close. Close enough to bless. Close enough to judge. And the Lord called unto Moses, not from Sinai, from inside the tabernacle. The distance was shrinking, and when holiness draws near, something must bridge the gap. A man walks forward with a bull. He places his hand upon its head. He feels its strength. He feels its warmth. And without speaking, he confesses, "This should be me." In the ancient world, blood meant life. And when the knife falls, life answers for life. The blade descends. Blood strikes the altar. Dark against stone. The fire receives it. Smoke rises into the desert sky. This is not cruelty. It is substitution. Something dies, so someone else may live. And it does not happen once. It happens every morning, every evening. Burnt offerings, sin offerings, peace offerings, grain offerings. Because if God is going to dwell among them, sin cannot remain unanswered. Aaron stands clothed in garments of glory and beauty, threads of gold woven into blue and scarlet, a breastplate heavy with 12 stones, each bearing the name of a tribe. He carries the people over his heart. He does not approach lightly. He is washed, anointed with oil, set apart for 7 days. 7 days of preparation, 7 days of blood, 7 days of waiting. Because proximity to holiness requires preparation. On the 8th day, he steps forward. The offering is laid upon the altar, and suddenly, fire falls from heaven. The sacrifice vanishes in flame. The people cry out. They fall upon their faces. Glory has accepted blood. Access is possible, but holiness is not flexible. Nadab and Abihu step forward. They carry censers filled with fire. Incense rises, but not as commanded, not as instructed. They approach God with fire of their own choosing, and fire answers. It bursts forth from his presence. It consumes them where they stand. No protest, no defense, only stillness. Aaron remains silent, because the lesson is unmistakable. God is merciful, but he is not casual. The laws unfold like boundaries drawn around fire. What may be eaten, what must be refused. Clean animals, unclean flesh. Blood forbidden, for life belongs to God. Skin examined for disease. Homes inspected for corruption. Why such detail? Because when God dwells in your midst, nothing is ordinary. Not your table, not your body, not your home. Holiness seeps into daily life. Be ye holy, for I am holy. Not merely obedient, not merely restrained, holy. Set apart, a people who reflect the one who lives among them. Then comes the day that gathers all other days into itself, the Day of Atonement. Once each year, only once. The high priest rises before dawn. He bathes. He dresses in simple linen garments. No gold, no jewels. Humility before glory. He brings a bull for his own sin, because even the mediator needs mercy. The bull is slain, its blood collected carefully. 2 goats are brought forward. Lots are cast before the Lord. 1 for sacrifice, 1 for release. The first goat dies. Its blood is carried toward the veil. The veil is thick, woven like a barrier between earth and heaven. Behind it rests the Ark of the Covenant. Above it, the mercy seat, the symbolic throne of God among his people. No one enters there carelessly. The high priest carries incense first. The chamber fills with smoke. because no man looks fully upon glory and survives. Then he carries the blood. He passes beyond the veil, into silence, into danger, into nearness. He sprinkles the blood upon the mercy seat. Once, twice, again. 7 times. Judgment is covered. Wrath is restrained. Outside, the second goat remains alive. The high priest places both hands upon its head. He confesses over it the sins of the people, their rebellion, their secret guilt, their open defiance, not hidden, not softened, spoken. The goat receives the weight. It is led away into the wilderness, far from the camp, far from the altar, far from memory, carrying their sins into a land of emptiness. Inside the veil, blood speaks of mercy. Outside the camp, guilt is removed. For one day the fire does not accuse. For one day the burden lifts. For one day they breathe freely. But tomorrow the altar will burn again, because the blood of bulls and goats cannot change the human heart. The system is holy, it is necessary, but it is not final. Every sacrifice whispers forward. Every priest points beyond himself. Every drop of blood longs for something greater. Leviticus is not merely a book of rules. It is a book about proximity. How can broken people live near a holy God? Through substitution, through mediation, through atonement. The fire never goes out. It burns at the center of the camp. A steady reminder that God is near. And when God is near, nothing remains untouched. Not sin, not sacrifice, not the human heart. Holiness is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of dwelling with Him.